Welcome back. It's the 1st of September 2025. Yeah, try to fast forward an entire year there. My name's Tristan. This is my channel Midnight Fish, and I'll be doing the artist spread today. So if you're creative in any way, this one's for you. First 5 positions, what you put into your art, what your art says about how you see the world, what inspires your best work, what your art inspires in you, and a little message from the muse. So I'll start the readings the way I do all my readings, with a little card from my mum. This is her deck. Let's see what it's got to say today. Oh, nice. Number 4, which is very similar to the 4 of Wands. A stately house beyond the gate bestows good fortune upon your fate. In love and play, your chance to win depends on ways you first begin. So this might be about family, love, building a home together, domestic things. Maybe you write thrillers or domestic thrillers or romance thrillers or drama. I'm getting the feel of drama there. There's always a lot of drama in a family home, isn't there? Right. Let's see what the rest of the cards have to say today. They've been feeling a bit sticky when I did the pre-shuffle, but might just be my hands. Had some electricians in my home today, making sure everything was safe. Yeah, that's about it really. Not much going on a Monday morning, which is quite nice. Nice quiet Monday. Can't believe it's September already. Autumn's coming. Oh, interesting. So we got Bounty of Happiness, which is a gift. This is a gift for you. Yeah, so here we got good fate being bestowed upon you as well. Good fortune in love and play. So maybe things are going really well with your creative stuff. You've had some forward movement maybe, or good news, or like won a prize. And here it says take action. So perhaps this gift gives you some sort of, when you strike when the iron's hot, it's an opportunity to push something. Yeah, so let's see, 5 positions. As I said, this could be for anybody. I mean, cooking's an art. Art is a way of doing things and achieving greatness in it. Even solving a maths equation is a form of art. Of course, creative thinking is slightly different to logical thinking. But I know artists that combine both maths and art and sculpture and stuff, so there are bridges. Mandelbrot was like that, and he made the fractals. Alright, at the bottom today we've got 4 of Pentacles, which are very holding back, and then the Page of Swords. You're definitely keeping something to yourself. Something you've got, a prize or a promotion or a new job or a commission or, a contract. Could be anything. Artists get all kinds of things. Depends on what industry you're working in. New television show, I don't know. But yeah, it's something you've dreamed of for a long time. Very long time. Something you really want. God, it brings you complete happiness to your family as well. How very cool. But you're keeping this to yourself. Yeah. So in position 1, we've got the 4 of Wands. That's mad. God, I love tarot. Love tarot. Do magic tricks. I don't even know how I do them, man. And then we got the High Priest. Wheel of the Year, which is the Wheel of Fortune. I was thinking about this card this morning. Very cool. Then the Sun and the King of Swords. Wow, this is a lovely spread. What a nice way to start September. But to be fair, I can't really ever have a bad artist spread unless I tap into somebody whose career's going down the toilet, which hopefully, that's life, isn't it? Ups and downs, ups and downs. The Wheel of Fortune turns and turns. So here we got 4 of Wands. What you put into your art. Okay. It's what you think. Your whole family is involved in this, maybe. Do you hire people that, you know, are related to you? I know they call it nepotism, but, you know, best person for the job, innit? This happens everywhere. Could be a family business. I mean, what do you call it then? So maybe you got a family business, something to do with your art. There's a cat here as well. I'm always looking at the little cat. I bet there's a cat in that house too. Yeah, so maybe what, you know, like I said, maybe it's theatre or something. What you think of family is. It looks like you do just put your family and everything you love into your art. It's your business in a way. We got the High Priest of what your art says about how you see the world. Getting that you think the world's quite a restrictive place. It's very traditional, and your art shows that somehow. Interesting. Wheel of the Year is what inspires your best work. So you get inspired. Your best work is when lots of shit's happening. Fate. You see examples of fate or destiny, or, you know, seeing the patterns in the wheel. I'm always drawn to the Wheel of Time when the wheel comes up. The Wheel of the Year, the cycles, and let me see. Interesting. And then what your art inspires in others. The sun, God, to shine brightly, to let their light shine, to burn up. To burn up. Yeah, not to hide anymore. Sunflowers, show your brightness. Very cool. And then the message from the Muse is a King of Swords. And I think this is to take direct and logical action. Because we've got to take action here. The King of Swords takes action, and he also communicates effectively. It's not mean or nasty. It's just very logical, very calm and ordered. There's no, you know, they don't get upset in an argument or in a challenge. They can communicate clearly. So it says you need to communicate very clearly, but we'll clarify all these cards. So I don't know, you're holding back on this gift you've got, or this prize, or this opportunity. It's a bounty of happiness, some sort of key. Diamond, did you get offered being married or some sort of commitment? I don't know. Four of Wands suggests that, but we'll see what you put into your art. Father of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. 8 Wands. Page of Swords again. Is this your father or some sort of stability? So we got the King of Pentacles, but here it's called the Father, obviously. Someone from the past. Your past, maybe? 5 Wands and Strength. There's been some opposition to your family and you've had to be strong. Yeah. Maybe you see that either in the world or in yourself, and that's what you put into your art. How by having a close family unit and being strong, you can overcome adversity or competition. 5 of Wands isn't very strong list, but it's definitely got something to do with either a father figure in your life, father figures that you see out in the wild, your own father figure, but positive male, stable energies. That's good with money as well. But that's what you put into your art. So maybe you know, whatever it is you do, you get that sense of what that belonging feels like and how you need to protect it. Yeah, interesting. Got to be strong as a lion. For getting this prize, there's been a lot of competition and you've had to be very strong, but your family has kept you strong through it. Yeah. So what your art says about how you see the world is the High Priest, which is the Hierophant, but that's very traditional, very knowledgeable. 8 Wands has popped out again. A lot of communication. Came up underneath there too. Death. Yeah, can be a bit restrictive though. Perhaps your art says that the world is what it is. Or that you should follow these doctrines. that you should have some form of belief. 6 Pentacles, sharing. 10 Pentacles, an Emperor. Charity, isn't it? Religion, it's very religious, the High Priest as well. So religion should be charitable, I guess. Perhaps you show that, you see that. 4 Cups, but that's holding back emotionally. And the Devil, God. I'm having a real hard time this morning. This reading was starting out so good. Sorry, I'm not moaning. I'm just very challenged now. Yeah, I mean, religious rights can, a lot of religions are very restrictive in a lot of ways. And it's all about resisting temptation. I seem to have tapped into somebody this morning who's very... Are you very religious, or is this just what your art says about how you see the world? Yeah. Maybe you write about it, or make movies, or whatever it is, but your art says you see the world as a place that's maybe dominated by too many religious, or it doesn't always have to be religious doctrines. I mean, people talk, some religions only formed in the last 100 years. Not exactly the ancient ones, but people follow them still. Scientology, there's all sorts, Mormonism, the list goes on and on. So maybe you represent this in your art, how religions make us hold back a lot. There's very restrictive, it can be a bit lacking in emotion, and it's all about resisting urges and temptation. Maybe you don't like that, or you do. I don't know. We'll have to see what the rest... I mean, the Sun here suggests that it's about illumination, which is kind of the opposite of what a lot of strict doctrines have. They want to keep things secret and control the population instead of letting them see the sun themselves. And the Charity card's almost like, so, I mean, it's the only kind of positive one there. My feeling is like that's the only thing that absolves them, is that some of them do help, because you can help through organizations like that, obviously, but it's very strange. Anyway, what inspires your best work? This is when things are just happening. Yeah, Ace of Wands, like just suddenly changing. 8 Cups, often leading to walking away from things. Maybe you see this in everybody else's life, especially to do with love. This is obviously related back to family, so that could be the drama of domestic things in people's lives, in their families and relationships, extended families. Yeah, so you like it when things are topsy-turvy almost. The wheel turns. I mean, no one's getting knocked off this. It's in good balance. You've got the 6 Swords. Yeah. What happens after? All right, can I just get 2 cards in the bottom card, please? Because what happens after things have been destroyed? That new beginning. And where you make decisions, but it cuts you up. 9 Swords, 2 Swords, and the Page of Cups. Page of Cups, 4 Swords, and then the Page of Wands. So something tumultuous or fantastical happens in your life, or you see it happening in other people's lives, and you take some time to contemplate it, and that's when ideas spring, basically, of how to weave what you see into your artwork. It's often to do with love. Yeah. Interesting. So maybe you look for that in other people's lives or in your own. All right. And what your art inspires in others is the Sun. It's illumination. Internal, external. About themselves, about the world around them, about them. Birthing of new things. The baby on the horse. There's sunflowers there. So let's see. 2 Wands and then the Ace of Swords. It's like you make them yeah, see where their truth is, where to shine that light, what to end in their lives. 10 swords, Ace of Swords, 2 wands. Yeah, even if it causes some sort of regret, they know the sun's shining and that they can get 9 cups and a new idea. Ace of Wands. Yeah, wow, that's such a beautiful energy. Whatever you're doing here with your art really, really gets people to shine lights on their own lives, and to then change direction and find their 9 cups fulfillment, and then something sparks in their life. It's almost as if you've learned this through watching patterns in other people's lives, and that's where you get your ideas. Yeah, especially watching them heal. Something happens and then maybe you watch them heal, and then the page comes along with his wand. Here's an idea. But you really don't, I think you don't like, well, you do, but it's almost like too much, well, not too much, but it's a major influence in your work is how the world has these strict procedures and rules, and you know, it's either the government or the church or schools or whatever it is, these institutions, yeah, that don't change, but it's all about urges and temptation and the devil. It's how you see the world. Interesting. Right. Yeah, very cool thing that your art inspires in others. I like that. Let's see, King of Swords is a message from the news, and I'm like, this is quite clearly just take action, which is here as well in the furnace. There's a lot of wand energy here today. We've got the wand and the wand. Yeah, take action. Don't know on what. Let's find out. Or send someone to take action, because the king doesn't actually go out on his own. People come to the king. He sends out the knight. You're in a position where you feel like a king, or maybe you need to sit like that. Ace of Pentacles. All right, because you've got this offer, or this contract, or this gift, or this prize, or whatever it is. You know, it could be anything. A new job, commission, like I said before. I don't know. A log. A really special moss-covered log. Son of Cups. So yeah, and you got a decision. There's a Page of Cups here, which is something new. In love. Very innocent. 7 wands. Page of Swords. All right, so maybe there is take action, but it's not directly. I think you've got to send out people to do things. That's why there's a page here. The seven wands and the King of Swords and then the Page of Swords is more about sitting in your power, communicating effectively, but you don't have to ride around on your horse doing things anymore, at least for whatever this thing is that you've got. Maintain your position. Maintain higher ground through clear and convincing, logically sound communication. No emotions here. But you're watching as well. You've got a guard up. I don't know where your knight is. Maybe he's off doing things, but you're watching and you're not taking any nonsense, I guess. You're prepared. You already know something. I don't know. But yeah, maintain your position and just be calm and logical. Maybe send out a page to go find out things for you. There's pages or spies. Talking to people, asking questions. But keeping all emotions out of it. So, yeah. All right. Let's see if I get told anything about what you're holding back about. I mean, don't really want to pry in people's business. Did you win something? An Empress? You won an Empress? It's the birth of something new. So you've won something that's going to grow substantially. It's very fertile. It's going to turn into this big tree, this beautiful big tree. So even though it might be small at the beginning, because there's only, you know, you don't win the goal, you just win the starting point, I guess, whatever it is you've won. A contract only means that you can then do the thing. It's not like, you know, I don't know how to explain that. It's just, it's not small, it's just the start of something, yeah. Okay, very creative. It's in the oven and you're working very hard on it. 8 pentacles. Very complex. Lots of things involved. Big spider's web. And it's happening very quickly. Okay, it's happening quick. Death. Ace of Cups. Something else ended. And there's the sun again. But there's a bright future. I mean, often when one thing ends, another thing begins. Or something needs to end for it to happen. I don't know. Either way. Page of Swords. All right, yeah. So you're just watching. You're watching what's happening. And then we have the Wheel of Fortunes come up in your read again. You know the Wheel of Fortune might turn, I guess. This is very much don't speak about it before it happens, even though you might know it's starting to happen kind of thing. Yeah. Good news or a contract, but you got to wait. So you're just watching and waiting and seeing how the wheel's turning, conscious that things might end, but there's always a new beginning somewhere. There's the Emperor again. Yeah, Sun, Moon. So it's not going to tell me what this prize is or this gift or opportunity. I don't think it could really. I'd have to be well psychic to tap into that. I'm going to do, what should the reader do? I mean, the muse is telling you just to maintain your position. So, see what else is going on. Now, these cards were being a bit sticky this morning. The whole deck jumped out my hand. Went all over the floor. Sorry, I know some people don't like listening to people swallow. But, you know, a person's got to drink a drink. Yeah, the Chariot, okay, which I saw briefly shuffling there. Something's happening really quickly. Eight of Cups, Three of Swords. Might be that whatever opportunity or gift you've got has required you to move on from other things. Sometimes that's how things change in life, isn't it? Change your direction or, you know, I mean, that's life. That's a Wheel of Fortune. It's what inspires you, really. Is this quick movement. So it's happening quickly. Other things are ending, but you're still maintaining this watching energy. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. Okay, and the 2 of Cups. Wow. So this is the thing that's happening very quickly. 5 of Pentacles is regret, being locked out. Shit's not feeling that great. And it might be because of this, whatever this opportunity, gift, you know, whatever prize that you've had, which, you know, just admit when big things happen in our lives that change our directions, other things have to end in our life. And that can be painful and cold because as much as we'd like to think that the people around us really want us to succeed, the truth is that most people want things to remain the same. And if you get success, which means your life changes a lot, they're not really going to want that because it means that you might leave, you might not see them as much anymore. You know, you've got now other added responsibilities where you have the same amount of time. And so even though we really want to have the best for each other, subconsciously, some of us might do things that try and stop you, make you feel 5 Pentacles, like, why is this person not talking to me so much anymore? Whatever it is. Just be mindful of that. You can reassure people if you want to keep them in your life. I mean, that's up to you. But I always think life changes, just accept it. Move to calmer waters. Here we got 6 of Swords. So you're just going to have to accept that there are certain things you have to leave behind and things that you can take with you. And these swords in this boat are so clear. You know, there's 6 of them upright. They're equally spaced or whatever. She knows how many swords she's got. There's none hiding or being towed behind her. She's made a very clear decision about what she's taking forward with her. and it's towards a contract. So I don't know if it's love. I don't think so. Two of Cups is contractual business. It can be a love contract, but this is an artist read, so I'm assuming this is related to whatever this gift is. So perhaps you've got it, but in order to do it, you have to just move past certain things, the things that have ended. Not take any of the past with you into the future. Yeah, it's going pretty quick. All right, I'm going to give you one more. I think it's pretty quick reading this morning. I don't know why. Just got a bit stumped. See what the Magic Oracle deck's got to say. It's always nice to have one last little message. Whatever prize you got, well done. That's pretty cool. Looks like you're keeping quiet about it. I'm sure it'll be announced eventually. Okay. The Open Road. Be true to yourself. It's already yours. This prize is already yours. That's cool. Surrender, which is the feeling I get here. This Five of Pentacles and Six Swords. Just surrender to what's happened, what you have to leave behind, what you take forward with you, and you have everything you need. That's a nice message. Right, whoever you are, have fun with it. If you enjoyed yourselves listening, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And whatever you're doing this first day of September, I hope you're having a good time. Thanks for listening. Bye.